a basic move.
Indeed.
Where's my sheet? And I get to roll plus my intelligence, which is a -1. So it's 2d6.
Three hands.
Oh, I forgot that I had these on.
Okay, so this is the kind of situation you guys are in.
Shit.
At the hallway, we got all that stuff.
Well, shit.
You have rolled a 6, which I believe means I get to bust a move, correct?
That is correct. One of my favorites in a position like this is just the old unwelcome truth. I push those all day as a little tip. Man.
Do that. So yeah. The barking resolves itself, and the door in front of you at the end of the hallway opens, and through it steps kind of dressed like a Roman warrior that we would, see in a movie with like a hat with a big plume of like red stuff coming out, huge shoulder pads, heavy steel armor. On it is carved like a hyena, and the two more of these warriors step out from behind this person, and you can see that they have like a vulture and a jackal. They're dog men of some sort. It appears that they are probably gnolls. They all carry maces with them and have bows slung across their back. And the 3 hyena men walk in and they're just like, "You! I know of you, Piper. You are far from your homeland, little elf."
I back up behind Piper to let her take care of it.
I'm still checking out the corpse of the guard. This is of lesser interest. All this stuff is of lesser interest to me. I glanced back quickly, actually. What animals did you say they had on there?
They have a hyena, a jackal, and a vulture.
Okay, so inferior animals, no tiger sloths. Okay, they're boring. I'm still checking out the corpse of this guard. I'm thinking about having a chat with him, finding out what's going on.
I spirit tongue the jackal.
So they're all hyenas.
Okay, that's a bit
they're all gnolls. These are armor. This is like animals carved on their armor. You know, like how Roman armor might have an eagle carved on it?
Yeah.
Or people might have like a wolf's head on their shoulder.
So
their armor is carved in the way of like scavengers.
Oh, okay. So they don't actually have a jackal with them.
Yeah, no, they don't have a jackal with them.
Okay,
is this
but I'll just speak
dinged up?
directly to them.
Is this
No. These
armor?
are like beautiful, well-maintained pieces.
Oiled and stuff.
Yeah.
The Roman style of the armor, is that at all reminiscent with the dead guard I have in front of me, or the architecture at all?
Completely different.
It's completely okay.
So the guy's wearing like low-quality, cheap mercenary gear, and these gnolls, when you see them open their mouth, their amazing armor is at complete odds with their horrible yellow teeth that in many places has been replaced by steel-tipped fangs.
Ooh.
Even from dozens of feet down the hallway, you can smell the reek of their horrible carrion-infested breath and see their yellow eyes glinting in the torchlight.
It smells like Zaka's cooking.
And they called me out.
They did.
Okay.
Have you had past encounters with gnolls?
If they've come into my swamp, I might have killed them, but I don't know if I necessarily knew what they were. But I guess they would be vaguely familiar if I've encountered them before.
Yeah, never knew any by name, but
no, not that I know of. And I lived alone in a swamp. The only things I ever talked to were trees and other animals that live there.
Well, what are you going to do?
Until a retired martial artist came and asked you to train him.
Well, I saw him when I was destroying a city.
All right.
So.
Okay. Okay.
So I realized that after looting the guard and picking up the plate and the sword, I am overburdened. So I drop it in front of me, almost like an offering, and I'm just like, "What about it? What have you heard?"
So, from the top of the staircase, you hear a door creaking open, and a gnoll that's dressed almost exactly like Zacchus doesn't step through. He kind of floats on a cloud of black smoke, and he goes,
okay.
I nod at the expensive special effect. I know how hard it is to get that look right. So, I appreciate that.
Are you still like examining the corpse, Zach?
At this point, so it's like slumped against the wall, right?
Yeah.
The corpse. Like, okay, I just like kind of sit down next to it, like, kind of in a
So-
companion sort of way.
When this other guy comes, he's coming at like, so now there's people coming kind of from two angles, right?
Yes, he's coming from the top of the staircase, which is
Yeah.
off
So
to the
I'm just
left.
kind of going to take a stance in front of Zacchus so that no one can get like quick shots off at him
Okay.
if something goes wrong.
I crane my neck to like look around because I'm still trying to watch this guy. It's got a neat
I
black
sorta-
smoke effect. Okay, that's not easy.
I sort of reiterate, like, how have you, like, heard of me? What have I done?
Oh, we have heard much of you. We have come to offer you a pact, Piper.
Kind of packed.
He starts like floating down the stairs, but it's really like, so he's actually walking, but he's trying to make it look like he's floating, so it ends up literally being like video game style. Like he's like,
Yeah. Down the stairs. Okay, as it's coming down, I like kind of like, I guess I say in a stage whisper so Piper can hear me. I say over to Piper, I swear to God, if you share the secret of Tiger Sloth food with these guys and not me, I will murder you.
Piper.
And I'm just like, I'm just like, what are you talking about? I don't, just nothing.
I am an ambassador from our lord.
He's an ambassador from your lord, Piper.
Who's your lord? I don't have a lord. What are you talking about?
Typhus. Our lord Typhus, the demonic one. He has come to offer pact with you and your allies. Join us on the great hunt. Together we can rule this castle. Bring it crashing down upon Avon, killing thousands.
Sort of.
It's not a bad idea. Kind of,
Oh, yeah, I like motion into like huddle.
I'm
And I'm
like, so you're saying I can destroy two cities at once?
Of course.
Like,
All
it's-
we need is your eternal loyalty.
Now,
Wait, how eternal?
that's exactly what I was gonna say.
There's no,
Yeah,
there's no scale of eternality, right?
How? Now, hold on. What kind of loyalty are you looking for?
Oh, you know, what's a soul between friends?
Well, listen here, friend. I was permanently removed from the martial arts world championship, and that's way too long to be removed from anything. So,
And I don't
know.
particularly think that an eternity spent under the service of a demon lord is particularly good for being able to enter martial arts tournaments.
Well, there's worse ways to spend eternity.
So-
That's going to be offhandedly note.
He stops coming down the stairs, like a dozen feet from you, and slams his staff into the ground, and like a blue flame ignites at the top of it.
Oh,
and
dear.
Stays there boiling. He's like, if you live for an eternity, you can win every martial arts
shout out-
tournament from here until the end of time.
I shout out to him. Okay, now you're just showing off.
But here's the problem. He already got kicked out for using performance enhancing magic. If he's living forever, that doesn't really help his case. And
Oh, it
I'm-
won't be magic, trust me. No, it's just going to be some good old-fashioned soul exchange. Nothing magical about it.
It's also really hard to test for eternal life. It doesn't show up in most screens.
So, for most of the time, this ambassador has been trying to take you guys seriously, but when you say that, he's like, oh yes, of course, there's absolutely no way to detect it because it's non-magical.
I'm like, wait, so you're just saying you want to give us, eternal life, but then we don't have a soul in trade? Is this like a straight across thing?
Yes.
But I need my soul. That's how I communicate with nature. So if I give it up,
No. That it's just because of your physical body's connection to the natural world. You don't
Right.
need your soul.
and the point is, one day I'm gonna die and return to
No,
nature.
you won't die.
Exactly. That's the problem. If I don't die, then I'm unnatural, and I can't. I lose my touch.
So he slams his staff down again, and the three gnolls who were coming from the northern end of the hallway start advancing towards you, and he's like, well, I suppose I'll give you 15 seconds to make a decision.
I'm like, there's no need for rough stuff here. I mean, we were actually semi-planning on doing most of those things anyways, so...
15 seconds is plenty of time to get another opinion on this. So I'm gonna cast Speak with Dead on the guard. Just kind
Okay.
of like nudge him with my elbow. You know, kind of. My first question is going to be, so what's your take on all this?
So
Like, if I
what
get it.
does your casting your spell look like?
Talking to corpses is such a familiar thing for me to do. It's not even like it's not I've got other spells. I've got invisibility and magic. Those all look very arcane, and contact spirits as well. But this one is just it's my cleric spell.
It's very
I think
mundane.
it's just called.
It's like,
It is literally just I like lean across and like nudge him in his like blood-soaked ribs, you know, just to kind of as though I'm kind of waking him up from as though he's dozing.
Yeah.
well, he's headless, right?
do I have
Or
to
is it
cast
just
it,
sort of
or-
almost
It's
headless?
just
I think it's
his
roll
throat
a
was cut.
spell,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
It's just
yeah, wait, hang
cast
on.
a spell.
Cast spell. You release a spell you've prepared. Roll plus int.
Yep.
Okay. Let me roll plus int real quick. Oh yes.
Yeah, you're good.
Sweet. So yeah, I just nudge him. So like I gotta put my necromancer voice on. It's important to make the right impression when you're communing with the underworld. So you know,
Of course.
clear my throat. So, what's your take on all this situation here?
To be honest, it doesn't matter much to me now that I'm dead. However, if you were to kill these foreign scum in the name of our king, I would greatly appreciate it.
Yeah, I kind of mull that over for a second as the 15 seconds passing. I'm thinking, but what about the whole soul deal?
Correct.
Doesn't sound like particularly good value to you.
Well, when you consider that my soul is currently on the way to the upper planes, and I'm just a ghostly voice talking to you, I have to say it's pretty sweet here. There's lots of hot babes in Mead.
Okay, so I kind of the guy says, you know, this guy says souls aren't really that big of a deal. I mean, you know, just saying, it might be worth it in the long run.
I'm like, what's the soul market like right now? I mean, I have no idea.
This guy says he doesn't have a soul anymore, and it's literally made no difference to his life.
Yeah,
Or
because
death.
are you lying to your party?
I mean,
Yeah,
like
he said the afterlife is pretty sweet.
Yes,
You
he's saying
can't
the
go there.
afterlife is sweet because he
You
has
can't
his
go there
soul.
if you don't have a soul. Yeah.
I thought his soul was on the way. Like he's just
Yes.
here, and his soul's on the way.
No,
up
no,
to
no. So the way I see it, he died. His soul's on the way up there, and he's like,
Okay.
"Yeah, part time." And you're like, "Wait, I'm making a collect call," and he's like picking up from a hot tub.
Okay, okay. It's like it's pretty sweet. It's like, oh, okay. I'm like, no, you know what? Actually, soul market, not so great in terms of trading, but at least one soul is pretty good to have. You know, get into the afterlife. They have hot tubs apparently,
It's like your ticket if you don't have it.
and
they can't
he's
stamp
rich.
it.
He's rich enough to make a collect call from
Yeah. No, we
Stratford
have-
upon
we
Avon.
get, like, we get a shot of like the guard in a bubble bath with like his little toes wiggling above the bubbles. It's like, yeah, it's pretty sweet, dude.
But it sounds to you guys like,
Yes, it's so sweet.
Yeah, it's the connection
Okay,
does that.
so I come
There's
to
that
him and say,
filter.
okay, thanks for all the help. You've been very kind.
You have one question remaining.
I don't suppose you'd know any particularly good ways of getting rich quick, would you?
Well, I happen to know where the key to the royal treasury is held. It's underneath the seat cushion of the king. Good
Thanks.
luck.
Yeah, see ya. Okay, yeah, so I kind of, as the 15 seconds runs dry, I turn to the others and I say, no, keep the souls. It's
I
Alright.
immediately bat the dude's staff that's like with my shillelagh.
so
I just,
you're
like, bat
charging
it
up
out
the
of way.
stairs toward him.
Yeah.
And, okay.
And as soon
Yeah.
as he knocks it out of the way, can I like try to jump in from behind and like and punch him?
All right, let's get those rolls in order then.
I'm arthritically staggering. I'm not really, I don't really have arthritis, but I'm just kind of staggering to my feet, like hauling myself up with my staff, like, oh, okay, I'm coming, hang on. In the
Like,
back,
alright.
it's badassery. I'm just like getting to my feet.
All right, Piper.
No, when you mean sitting down too long, it's just
All
awkward.
right, what am I rolling?
I'd say it sounds like you're both hack and slashing, so I think it'll be strength.
Or if one of us wants to aid the other one, like if he wants to roll an
That's true.
aid, like for knocking the thing out of the way, like he's
Yeah,
clearing
because I'm not
a path.
actually hitting the guy. I'm just knocking his
Okay.
staff out.
All right,
So
roll
I'll
plus
roll an
bonds.
So that's +1. 2d6 +1.
Yep.
Yeah.
9.
Okay, so according to my basic moves here, You're going to give him a +1 or a -2.
+1.
Okay. You expose yourself to danger, retribution, or cost. Well, I believe I'm going to take the being exposed to fire quite literally. As the emissary, you do, like, push the staff out of the way, but in the process, he's, like, left... So the staff's in his right hand. The fire is, like, streaming from his right hand to his left, and, like, your face gets in the way of it.
Okay.
So I mean, what are you doing as, like, this fireball's coming towards your face?
Coming towards my face.
Yep.
Open wide.
Can I transform into something tiny?
Okay, if you do, well, that's actually pretty good.
Something small and fireproof.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Would you say that would be define danger with int?
Well,
and then have to
or
successfully.
wisdom, I think maybe.
Yeah.
Good.
Oh no,
Yeah.
he always gets to transform. So yeah, first int and then transform. And if he
Yeah.
failed the int, I would let him transform and then damage him.
Yeah, just not fast.
Would it? It's good, but maybe consider wisdom. I don't know how, like,
But
mechanically.
he's quick thinking though. I really.
Yeah,
feel like
it's
that.
true. It's true.
So go ahead and defend yourself
But, like,
with int,
Okay, so let's
and
roll.
then roll for your ability to transform into something tiny. We'll have to figure out what that is.
I was just thinking something that can fly fast, like a fly,
Hummingbird?
perhaps. Something that is pretty good at just getting out of the way.
Oh yes, flies notoriously good at dodging fireballs.
Have you not seen the video, like the slow motion video of the fly dodging an explosion? It like
Yeah.
happened right next to it, and it just survives because. Anyway, 2d6 plus 1 for my int.
Sure.
6.
So,
Alright.
yeah, I think that fireball catches you straight in the face. Can you roll a d10 plus 2?
Wait, so I don't transform?
No,
No, you will.
This is for your not getting hit in the face with the fireball. You failed,
Oh,
so
okay.
you are being hit in the face with the fireball.
1d10.
Mark XP.
Oh yeah, mark XP.
1d10 plus 2.
Oh shit.
Does that ignore armor?
No.
Okay.
Alright.
So I take 10 damage. Alright.
And now you do your transformation roll to turn into a fly. And I have to make up a move for you as a fly, and I think it's probably going to be called Suck Blood. And I think it's going to be...
What kind of strange fly is this?
I would do like irritatingly like try to drink tears from your eye because that's
Like-
what they really.
I was thinking something to like drain hit points or something.
Buzz around someone's ear. Yeah, no, I'm like
11 on my fly roll, so I got
Oh
3
yeah,
gold.
you definitely turn into a
You
fly.
turn to a fly and then are immediately engulfed by the fireball.
This is after the fireball, so I'm
You
good.
Yeah.
use
It's like-
your normal...
It's while you were anamorphing. You got a
Yeah.
little fireball in you.
Okay, your new moves are annoying buzzing, flying, and drain blood. On top of anything you'd already have. Alright, so you do have that +1 outstanding, Rad, so let's hop to you.
Excellent. So yeah, the like fireball flies into his face as he like starts like shrinking down into the fly, and I come through with like twisting monkey ninja fist attack,
Is that the official name?
and then oh
You say
yeah,
drain blood? Is that
Twisting! Monkey Ninja Fist! Yes, drain
the-
blood.
Okay.
awesome.
And
Yeah, so I like
people.
try to crush his skull with my huge fists that are like glowing with chi energy, which is a D10. Yeah, so dodge around the fireball, and then I'm like, boom.
Okay,
Boom.
that's 10 hit point damage. So you hit the back of his robes, and there's like a brief purple flash as you are aware that you hit some sort of like magical armor force. It's like a purple hexagon plate that appears and like stops your fist, but you shatter it and keep going right through it.
Nice.
And you hit him in the back of the head, and like one of his eyes pops out of the socket, and there's a spray of blood coming out of his mouth, and he stumbles down the stairs past Flypiper and towards Zacchus. Zacchus, what are you doing now? Guy looks fucked up.
He's not quite dead enough for
Now,
your
this
taste.
should be a reminder, Zach, is you're still at the bottom of the stairs, and there are 3 of these gnoll
They're kind
trackers
of like, approaching towards you as
approaching
well.
towards you with like bows and maces.
Okay.
So you're in the danger zone.
Yeah, I think this is a perfectly good time to cast my other prepared spell, which is invisibility. I'll just invisibility myself. I'm like, there's an opportunity here to just try and strike a finishing blow, but this looks like a sticky situation. So yeah, I just like look left, look right, and raise myself. There's like a popping noise.
We'll see how that works.
We'll see how well this goes. Yeah, come on.
Can I try and aid him? Oh, you got
No
it.
need. He's good.
Yeah, Master Wizard.
Yes.
All right. So I think about that time.
And then I just kind of like scamper away, like out of the path of the oncoming violence.
The 3 gnolls arrive at the bottom of the staircase and set themselves up into like a Roman archery position with like 2 kneeling in front, and 1 is in between them in the back, and they're all like pointing bows, all up at the only target that they can see, which is Rad. Rad, what are you doing?
I am going to do something that you do all the time when you're gaming, but something that you never ever would do in real life. And that's I'm going to action roll down the stairs.
Of course.
Yeah, and try to like I want to try to like smash some of these guys' weapons. It seems like they're dependent on their weapons. So maybe if I can just like grab. Do you say they have crossbows or
just regular bows?
Bows. Yeah, I want to try to like rip the bows out of like 1 or 2 of their hands if I can get like 2.
How would you do that mechanically?
It would probably just be a strength check to see if I can, to rip them out of the hand.
Okay.
Maybe a dex first to make it down the stairs. I don't know.
No, I mean, you're a fighter. If you want to action roll down the stairs, that's the thing you do.
Yeah, okay. And then
While he's like mid-roll, I start flying in and like out of their ears. And just like annoying.
You're using your annoyance move?
Yeah.
Very well. All right, you spend 1 hold. They are sufficiently distracted that you roll down the stairs without being shot a bunch of times by arrows.
Okay, excellent.
You know how hyenas are with flies. They're like, no!
Let's see, 2d6 plus 2 is my strength.
You can grab 1 bow if you succeed.
Grab it with both hands. Yank.
All right. I think you're going to grab it, but the other 2 are going to shoot you in the chest while you're right in front of them.
Okay.
So can you roll a d8 plus 1? Being shot twice. Okay, you take 5. I think you have some good armor there.
I just have 1 armor. So 4.
Okay. Yeah, you've got one of their bows. He just looks like at his hands and he's like, ah! And he just shakes his fist now and settles into like, you recognize it as like hyena style. It's got a lot of like fast moves of like 1,000 cuts, wear people down, and then get your jagged like fangs in there. Yeah, I think he smiles at you, and you see his like yellowed canines with like steel tips on them, and just all these cracked, horrible teeth, like blackened and yellowed, and lots of steel.
I have a question.
Yes.
Can I shapeshift from one form directly to another without going back to Druid?
I am not sure. I think you have to end shapeshift and then do it again. I mean, there wouldn't be any problem with it. You'd just be like, you just do it. You have to roll for it, right?
Yeah, just because I want to fly. Basically, the thing I want to do is I want to fly above them and then turn from a fly into a bear and just crush them.
I think the way I see it would be that, yeah, like you said, you can go from one form to another, but the mechanics is you have to end one and start the other. So if you fail to do the second transformation, you still do end a fly and become normal again, right? That's the way. That's how I'd see it.
You don't really completely fail
if you fail as a...
You just get 1 hold.
Druid,
you only get 1 hold.
You still you still transform, just something happens. Right?
Okay.
I think what I've seen normally is that you have
You're
like
a bear the size of a fly.
Yeah, but it is perfectly legitimate to say the thing that happens is that you fail your transformation.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, if you want to do this, you can. You could transform into a fly, to a person, and then into a bear and drop down on top of them.
All right, I'm gonna try that.
Let's do it.
2d6 plus 2 for wisdom. 11.
Okay, you have 3 hold. You're now a bear.
And I'm dropping on top of these guys, so I guess I'm mauling the air as I'm flying.
Yeah, you have the following move: drag them to the ground. So yeah, you're falling. You want to make your bear attack, or you want to try to drag anybody to the ground?
I'm swiping at like their heads as I'm falling on top of them.
Okay. Is there a
So-
particular one you're targeting?
So there's the two that are still armed, and then one has just been disarmed and is like grinning nastily at me,
Yes,
right?
is in hyena style.
Do both of the other ones have bows as well, or
Yes.
does okay?
They're bowed up.
I'll aim for the one that's like kneeling because you said one of them
Yes.
was kneeling.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll go for that one.
All right.
So, do I just spend a
Roll,
hold?
I think strength. Yeah.
Okay, roll 2d6, 8.
Okay. So you're gonna take a hit as you fall on that guy, and he like sees you falling. He's like, "Oh shit!" And we've got the like you see the bow like in slow motion, and the arrow like bends, and then like blah blah blah, and like it hits you, but you're like, "Rah!" Roll your damage, and then roll a d8 at yourself.
I have a d6.
Okay.
D6, 4,
Yes, you hit him for
and I roll a d8 at
What is
myself.
that? Yep.
8.
Eight
Oh, you're
points of
getting
damage.
7.
Big hits.
Yeah.
So
I'm-
this one grinning in front of me. I'm just
Well, actually, I wanna jump
go
in
ahead.
here.
Yeah.
Rad.
Mhm.
The one that you walked past on the stairs, the emissary, you seem to have forgotten him. He's like dropped his staff and pulled out like a kris, which is like a wavy dagger knife, and he's charging down the stairs towards you. I want to know what Zacchus is doing as a result of that.
Okay, so I'm invisible, and I
Yes.
see. So I'm just kind of like aside, and I see this guy charging down the stairs, which is
Yes.
dangerous, by the way. Running downstairs,
Oh, very dangerous.
very
yeah,
dangerous.
always
thing
do a
to
ninja roll.
Yeah, but-
especially when there's someone invisible who might, like, say, stick their staff between your legs to kind of trip you on your way.
Okay. You
When-
feel
if-
like
if
you're
that-
going to
if-
make an attack on
In
him
that
like that?
situation, yeah, I'm not going to try and club him or anything, but like I'm going to try as he kind of like I'm going to get into a position so, like as he runs past, like screaming wildly down the stairs. I was going to kind of nudge my invisible staff between his legs, so he's going to
Feel
trip
that
up
like
on them.
dexterity or strength?
Mechanically, they're both a 0 for me, but I'm just in narratively, I feel that's dexterity.
Okay.
I think I'm just going
All
to
right, let's do
wedge
it.
my staff in there.
I think this will force you to break
This
invisibility.
yeah,
Okay.
this is definitely
But
going to
it
break
will stop him narratively.
until the
from
target
moving
attacks will
forward.
dismiss the effect.
Yep.
So let's see. Ah, it's a 6.
So yeah, you put your staff out to trip this guy, and it doesn't work. Like you hit him in the foot, and he kicks your staff out of your hands.
Bollocks.
I feel that is a move in Dungeon World, right? I know it's a move.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
Yeah,
That's
it's
what I anticipated.
remove.
Take
use up your
their
resources.
things. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I know it's a move in Apocalypse World, and I'm so used to Apocalypse World after weeks
Yeah.
of that. Yeah, so he just kicks your staff out of your hand as he
And he goes
continues charging down.
It
the
goes like clattering down the
staircase at
stairs
Rad.
with him. Okay.
Okay, when I hear this clattering, like it probably draws my attention.
Oh yeah,
So I have like the guy's bow in my hand,
Yeah.
and I was thinking about smashing him, but then when I hear the clattering, I turn around. So I just want to like turn around to attack this robed guy,
emissary. Yeah, sure.
and basically ignore the hyena style guy. Like not
Excellent.
ignore him completely, but just I mean, what I'll do is I'll try to like just flex my back muscles when he punches me.
Okay, yeah, let's do it. And
Okay.
what's great about you narrating it like that is it leaves such a perfect thing for if you like fail the roll to just have him attack you.
A 2d6 plus 2. And roll.
I'm your opponent.
Oh. Okay, partial success. That's a crap roll.
Okay,
Good
so
thing
it
I'm
sounds
doing
like you're gonna get hit by the emissary then. All right,
Okay.
so he fall. So yeah, I think at the last second he falls down the stairs on you and stabs you in the chest with his dagger.
And I'm like, ah, and like punch him and like, let's see, my damage to him is a 7. His damage to me was
A D10 plus 2.
plus 2.
Okay,
5.
good. I was
Okay,
worried. I was
5
like,
down
this
to
could
4.
kill you. Literally could have been the death of you. Okay.
Really? No.
No,
'Cause I had,
it could have been the death of me.
Yeah. I started with 23. Pretty good.
All right.
Uh,
He's looking terrible right now. Like he's already had an eye popped out, but now his jaw is like shattered by your attack.
okay, cool.
What do you guys want to do?
I kind of want to just try to like grab him and hold him and like turn him so the bear can just like finish him off.
Okay. I feel like that would be an aid, right?
Yeah, probably.
Strength.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, but it's with bond if I'm
Oh, it's
doing
with
it for
bond,
him.
isn't it?
Yeah,
Of course,
I think
You're
it'd
right.
be
So plus
bond.
1.
You're right.
Access roll.
What are we
do it.
doing?
He's gonna
He's
try
aiding
to
You'll
aid your
see,
attack versus
yeah.
the emissary.
He's doing that playground bully thing where he's going to hold him still while you
Yeah.
beat on him.
Yeah.
Nope.
Oh, but I fail miserably.
Remember that guy that you were ignoring?
Yeah.
He's just like hyena style, whoopah! And just so hyena style for like humans or anyone that's not an actual hyena knoll involves like straightening your fingers into like claw position, but he already has actual claws. So he like reaches into the back of your chest cavity and is like trying to grab your liver and remove it. You can roll a D8.
Yeah. I'm like try to grab him and
Okay.
he's just like,
Yeah, he doesn't get very far in, you know, like he just barely breaks the skin, but he pulls you backwards down the stairs toward him. So he's like big spooning you, and his face is like right beside you, and he's like his face is next to your ear, and his horrible breath is reeking, and he's like, going somewhere.
I go for the back of his neck and try to drag him to the ground.
Okay,
Using one of
yeah,
my
if you
holds.
spend a hold, you automatically drag that guy to the ground.
Yeah.
Boom. All right, so this guy's like on top of Rad, right? And then you're literally just like, "Rah!" It's like watching bigger fish in action. you just rip him off and drag him to the ground. He's like, no! All right, so that still leaves 2 of the loose hyenas, both one with bow and one without bow.
It's okay, I've got a plan.
Zacchus, I think the one with the bow is like aiming for you. Everybody else is in this like mixed up melee jumble. But you're a clear shot up the stairs. He doesn't have to like accidentally shoot somebody. What are you doing as you see him like
Okay, so my
fumbling with an arrow?
staff got kicked away and went rolling down the stairs, right?
Oh yeah, it's at the bottom of the stairs.
But their necromancer, their skull pendant robe guy, he
his
threw
staff,
away his staff somewhere up here.
Yes.
So I kind of glance around. Can I see? Is it like?
Yeah,
Is it
it's
nearby?
right next to you, actually.
It's right next to me. Okay. God, this is gonna be the stupidest.
You could probably
Okay,
do
yeah.
something really cool, like put
I'm
your
gonna-
foot under it and kick it up football style and grab it.
I'm gonna. This staff. This is a really impressive looking staff, right? This is an imposing piece of.
Yeah, I feel
piece
like
of
it's
kit.
like a solid bar of metal, and then at the end there's probably like a dragon's claw.
Okay. Yes, perfect.
You can feel plenty of arcane energy.
As I see this guy aiming for me, I grab the staff and I hold it above my head, and using my necromancer voice and all my imposing power, I say, "Stop! I am the master now."
They completely ignore you.
Damn it.
It's just,
He should get a roll
for what?
to parlay. He
I'm-
has the
I'm-
master staff. He's holding it above them.
I'm the master now.
Oh man,
He really
do you
should.
think that's how hyenas decide hierarchy, by whoever's
I don't
holding
know, man.
the
This
staff?
guy seemed to be doing what the guy was saying. You know, that seems logical to me. Look, he's almost dead. Okay, if maybe if you guys could finish
Well,
him
no,
off.
it
with the-
clearly isn't how they work. If he doesn't
All right,
roll
you know
a
what?
perfect 10, right?
We'll roll with it. We will roll with it. Maybe this is
going-
how. Despite
going
the
with
fact
this
it doesn't
ship-
make any sense to me, we're
Should we
saying
find
yes
out?
and roll.
Should we find out how it works?
Make your parlay roll.
There you go. It always works with the narrative. Every single time, I swear to
It
God.
doesn't work like that at all. I was defying danger with charisma. No one's ever done that before.
I actually have quite a few times.
Really?
And I had a number of players do it last night because I had a ghost that had a special
Nice.
move of like displace their soul unless they can hold on to it.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I guess I'm getting shot.
Okay. Can you roll a d8 as you get shot in the chest? And the hyena is like, staff no matter! Whoosh.
Then. Ow.
You take 5 points of damage.
I'm like, yeah, it just like hits me in the upper arm. Like, you asshole, stuff does matter. Like, still trying to hold it up my other arm.
Okay. So, just to like give a battlefield overview here. At the top of the stairs, we currently have Zakas with an arrow in his shoulder. No spells. Well, no, you've used your prepared spells, but I think you have spells left, right?
Yeah, I didn't lose any of them.
You didn't lose any.
because I rolled
You have
11
their
for both of them.
staff.
So I can still cast Speak with Dead and Invisibility if I need to.
As we go down the stairs with the sweeping camera position, probably like the Michael Bay swoop in low, we see your actual staff is currently being stepped on by Rad, who is like twisting and turning around after having been attacked from behind. There is a bear on top of a knoll, and there are two more knolls, one with a bow and one without. There we go. What do you do now, team?
I rip into the throat of the person the knoll I'm currently on top
Excellent.
of.
Bend one hold and make your attack.
So I just roll a 1d6.
No. I think you'll have to roll like strength for it, right? Or am I wrong about this? Do you have to spend hold to make an attack?
No. If he wants to spend hold to use your special move, but he can still do a hack and slash.
Well, I was only
Yeah.
given one special move. I don't know.
Yeah,
how many...
for bear, I gave you one of the pack hunter ones.
Like,
Yeah.
if basically you can either spend hold, but obviously hold decreases the amount of time you have left in the transform because when you run out of hold, you're out, right?
Yeah.
Or you could just like make a regular. You could just do it without spending hold on a special move and just do like a regular attack roll and
It sounded
like
like you were
maintain a
doing an
hold.
attack.
What?
I said it sounded like you were doing an attack.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
normal.
Well, I'm biting at his throat.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so yeah, do an attack
Let's
roll.
do
then.
it.
2d6 plus strength, which is 8.
All right.
I'm so dead.
Roll your
God.
attack and then roll a d8 against yourself.
This was the Kung Fu guy, right?
Yeah.
Yep, this was Hyena style, who's currently being pinned to the ground by a bear.
I deal 6 damage.
Tell me how you kill him.
Oh, he's dead?
Yes.
I literally, like, bite through his neck and just, like, decapitate him.
What other way is there for a bear to kill you with a bite?
Exactly. So.
And then you roll a d8 against yourself. Let's see what his...
Oh my god, please, less than 4.
What does decapitated trunk does back to you?
I think he
D8.
probably was trying to, like, claw your stomach while you were biting his throat.
Oh.
Did you just die?
I am at 0 HP.
I think
Yep.
you're dead. All right. So, yeah, you, like, pass into the afterlife, and you're still a bear there. And so there's these enormous black gates made of, like, skeleton bones that are, like, crossbarred. So it's like prison cell. And they creak open slowly, and standing there is the familiar figure of Death with the scythe and the hood and the skull face, and he's like, so...
Is it a bear skull though? If it's like
No,
because
it's regular.
human death is an anthropomorphic human, so shouldn't bear death be an anthropomorphic bear?
Piper, I've been waiting a long time for you to enter my realm. And in the background, so you get a glimpse of what happens beyond the black gates of death, and you're watching Rad in like a world martial arts fighting tournament, and Rad is going in for the final blow, and there's like waves of something coming off his fist, right? And then someone just catches his fist, like, all you see is the hand from off camera, and his whole arm, like, shatters. And Rad is like, no! And then you see some sort of, like, ancient kung fu master guy in the background that goes, you will never fight again, Rad.
Oh no.
So
You
I
never
need you to roll
master-
2d6
never
to see if you
mastered
can
Tiger
come back
Soft.
from the black gates of death.
Oh god.
You need better
Please.
than a 7.
Buddy, come on. Yes.
All right.
Yes, boys.
Let's see here. I believe he has to offer you a deal of some kind.
God, not my soul.
A bargain.
All right, while you think of a bargain, I will be right back, all right?
Okay.
One sec.
It's inside of the first hour of play of this campaign. Two people have tried to
No,
bargain for
no,
your soul.
two. This. We're almost to the break at hour 2, man.
Oh, are we? I haven't
Yeah.
kept track of time. Well, I guess if you include the time of character
I
creation,
included
yeah.
the intro.
Within 2 hours, within an hour of play, 2 people have tried to take your soul.
This guy's not trying to take your soul. Calm
Oh.
down. He doesn't want your
Okay.
soul. All he wants you to do is bring the key of the treasury of King Lear and leave it in a pond outside the castle. That's all Death is asking.
Dead drop, just a dead drop. Leave it in the pond. Okay.
The whole treasury?
No, it's the key. So
The
if
key.
you remember, you were told the key is beneath the seat that the king.
He was
Yeah,
wrong.
under his pillow.
Death wants you to take the key and leave it in the pond outside the castle. In
Okay.
as was already noted, dead drop. He holds out his skeletal hand. He's like, "You have 24 hours to do this, or your soul is mine. Do you agree?"
Yeah, sure. I
Okay.
guess.
So your voice comes out as like, "Rah, rah, rah, rah."
Oh, I had a question for Death. Oh,
Too
no,
late. You're already stabilizing.
no!
You're back at
Death,
1 hit
come
point.
back!
You wake up like, no, I'm alive.
Okay. What do you guys want to do now?
How much HP do I come back with?
1.
Okay, so my plan failed, right? I got shot, so I just... Oh, look at this. I try and cast invisibility on myself again.
Okay. Go ahead.
Try and turn invisible again.
I have a actual.
Damn it, no, there goes my spell. It doesn't work. The arrow, it was too much. Oh, God.
So is that what happens? You lose the spell?
Yeah, I'm
Or is it-
99% sure if you fail...
You can choose losing the spell on a 7 as well,
yeah,
though.
I can choose it, but if you...
So it's up to GM what happens.
Actually, yeah,
on
it doesn't.
a
It doesn't
6.
specify on a fail. It's the GM's decision.
So
what happens.
I'll often have just a crazy magical effect happen that's not in their favor, or just take their spell away, give them
Right.
-1 or
Yeah,
whatever.
it's entirely that like the GM when I try and cast invisibility and I fail, the GM to decide what that means.
So remember that there's only one has a bow right now, right? The other one grabs the bear corpse that's like slowly coming back to life and starts dragging him down the hallway. And he's like, "Piper, you're coming with us. One way or another, your soul shall be ours."
Oh God, yeah. So I'm gonna have to lunge toward them.
And he's like, he's having trouble with the bear, but he's literally using the corpse to like block from your attacks.
Okay. You know what I'll do is I'll try to just take the bear from him.
It's my friend.
Yeah.
I feel like that's gonna have to be strength. Yeah.
Okay. So I just grab.
Would you like to aid this, Piper?
I could try rolling, I guess.
Yeah.
It could
Yeah.
be
Throw your
deadly, but
weight
yes.
over this way.
Slash roll 2d6 plus bond.
Yep.
I'm like, no, that's my bear. Give me
I
that
roll a
bear.
7.
Okay. Yeah.
You aid, right?
Yeah. So I get +3 on my bear pickup check. And let's see how it goes.
Yeah.
Yes.
You
Perfect.
get the bear away. I
So-
think in the process, though, he sweeps the leg out. He sweeps the leg. As you know, they've all practiced hyena style, which involves some cross training with Cobra Kai style. So
Oh, God.
he sweeps the leg, and the bear falls over next to you and hits his face on the ground. Okay.
Can I try to like? Yeah. So I look behind me. Zacchus didn't disappear, right?
No, I'm like you
Yeah.
see the magic charge and then fizzle, then charge and fizzle. I'm like, ah!
Not doing it. Okay, yeah. So I go right after the after I drop bear. Yeah, I'm gonna go for like a huge karate chop, like to the neck region. Classic '80s karate chop. Ha!
Let's do it.
Um,
Like a really fake karate chop, too.
yeah, really bad looking.
Steven Seagal style.
Nice. Yes. I just like whooka! Like
show
right
me
in
some
the
damage.
right in the shoulder. For some reason, that's effective.
There.
Right through his steel armor there. Well, yeah. Tell me how you kill him.
His arm comes off.
Yeah, yeah. Like I and like his like shoulder and like neck just kind of fold around my hands, and push them down to the ground. And it's just like so much folding that a little bit of skin rips on the other side of like the neck.
And just I'm up the stairs just imagining how much of a prodigy he could be if only he could master Tiger Sloth Fu.
Yeah, you're like his
With a
strikes are
little
not
bit of
precise
bear.
enough. With a little bit of bear, hint of bear.
A little bit of bear strength.
Chimera Fu. All right.
Yeah, and then I like just stand over the bear, and I'm like, "You won't touch my bear friend again. Let me tell you."
So there's still bowless guy at the bottom of the staircase, and the ambassador emissary, who has his knife out still, and is now like, charging up towards Zekis. You've got a couple seconds before he reaches you.
You know, this is the point where Zakis just, you know, sometimes you just have to get your hands dirty. So I was like, take his staff, like hold it over my head and charge down the stairs, and just like go to club him on top of the head.
Dun
I just like charge down at him and go to club him.
dun 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 dun. Yeah, go ahead and make your strength roll.
Oh god.
Dun 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 dun.
No.
Yeah,
So
so I
Mark
think
XP.
that the camera's only showing like chest level and higher, and so it just shows his arms pumping, and you have your staff over your head, and
His
then there's
staff
like a
over my head.
collision, and you stop like inches away from his face,
Yeah.
and the camera pans down to where his knife is like pushed into your stomach.
Bollocks.
Can you roll a D10 plus 2 against
Oh
yourself?
shit, D10 plus 2?
Yes.
Oh god, I have 12 health left, so on a nat 10. On a nat 10.
It's all good.
Oh god, bollocks.
And he breathes in your face. He's like, "I'll be taking that back shortly."
No, you won't.
I want to. I want to try to like chase him down up the stairs. Like after I see the like the connection doesn't happen. Right? He's just like sitting there like. So I want to go and try to like grab his head to like pull him away and just like crush his nose.
Okay.
So once again, I'll charge up and I'll be like, "Why are you hurting my friends?" I get a connection off.
So he turns right back at you and stabs back at you, I guess, or I don't know.
Oh right.
I
partial
think
success.
that narratively, it's going to be the guy that you ignored running.
Oh
up
yeah, the
stairs
archery
past
bowler.
probably is the one who attacks you, but you're going to be hit with the damage of the guy you failed against.
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh right, it makes sense.
So D10 plus 2.
I like that too. So.
Yeah, I think he probably like pulls out that flanged mace and like just as you're going past shatters your kneecap. But you're a
okay.
big fighter, dude. So you
You
just
don't,
gonna-
you don't need kneecaps.
yeah.
I'm gonna roll his damage against me right now. D10 plus 2.
Yep.
Yeah.
7 down to 6. 3, 4, 5, 6, and then come on, you dirty bastard! I'm re-rolling that.
We have fighter cam once per encounter, can't you? As human.
Yeah,
Yep.
and before 1. No, 5.
I feel like I have to tell you this now that you've done that. He only had 1 hit point left. 'Cause you've wrecked him for 17
I didn't know what to
damage already.
expect because
Yeah. Tell me how you kill the emissary.
I pull back. I take like an
I just
arrow.
have to interject
right?
slightly. I'm like kind of like
Yeah.
as you like drag him away and the knife like comes out again. I'm like you know.
Yeah, so I'm
Ow.
like withdrawing the blade by pulling him away, and then like the arrow like sinks into my back.
It was,
and
it was
I'm
a
like,
mace, I think.
It was a
oh, did he
mace.
run up and hit me?
No, when you were running past the guy at the
Oh,
bottom
okay,
of the stairs,
okay.
he hit you in your kneecap.
So I'm like cringing in pain and just like pull his face back, and like kind of just smash my 2 fists, like holding his hair, and the other one just and like melon crush his skull into bits.
Okay. Immediately after he's dead, with like as wounded as I am, I hold aloft his staff and I shout down at the other one. I say, "Look, he's dead now. I am the master. Okay, you asshole."
Make your
I forget
parlay
the, I
again.
forget the sorcerer voice.
Bleeding, can't do sorcerer voice.
I've got a partial success.
Yeah, I think that the sorcerer voice was what was killing it for you before. What is the partial on parlay?
I don't know. I
I
haven't
need
looked at
some
the move in
concrete
ages.
assurance.
Yeah, it's like similar as the other ones.
Playing a game. Oh, moves, I guess.
So he says, "You protect me then? You not kill me like the bear or the stupid fat one?"
Yes, I promise I will not kill you.
He said, what I said was protect me.
Oh, yes. I will not allow you to die as
You're
long as you're
speaking
under my
very
protection.
suspiciously. Just say that you will protect me.
Look, I'm bleeding, okay? I will not allow you to die while you are under my protection. Or
Good
be
enough.
harmed.
So he like resheathes his mace and is like,
Okay, what we do now?
and I feel like that's a good time for us to take a like 5-minute break here.
Awesome.
Sounds good.
All right, so let's see. Gonna come back at 20.
Right before the break, though, I reduce my hold and I turn back into a druid form.
Oh yeah, of course.
Cool.
Let's see, 2200. All right, cool. We'll be back in little under 5 minutes here, guys.